My second is Metroid.
Yes.
So that would be amazing.
That's all. That would be an excellent thriller.
All right, you know
Matt
what?
just came in with a mic drop.
I never played Metroid.
What?
Really?
I had a
not ever
Nintendo.
play Metroid?
I had Nintendo, and I never played Metroid.
He was scared of it. I was scared of it, but I ultimately beat it.
I never played.
Video games to movies.
The old school games, then I'm on board.
This Super Smash Bros. Universe truly believes Sonic will be a part of the Super Smash Brothers.
I think somebody mentioned Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, here we go.
And then, so you guys, for a long time, we've been playing video games and we've been hoping for there to be like some type of movie or awesome showcase. There's going to be a dramatic transition from video games to movies.
So I'll start by saying, just even looking at The Last of Us, how The Last of Us has been.
Yes.
It's been an amazing series. And I know we talked about that on previous episodes. I think it was still pretty early on when the series was getting started. We wasn't sure where it was going to go. We knew it was a great game, but man, if the video game keeps evolving into these great TV shows, man, I think we got a lot of content in the future to look forward to.
A lot of epic content.
Yeah.
And you know what? I came across something just a little while ago. Kind of interesting. I am an old head. I'm Gen X. I grew up with the older style video games, and I loved when they did Tron the first time. The second one was really good. I just found out they're getting ready to do a third Tron.
Wait, what?
Yes.
When is that supposed to launch? They talk.
Okay.
Is that in production now, or is this talks? What is it?
Well, it's right now. They're in production. They're looking at. They've got the director from Pirates of the Caribbean, Maleficent, Doomsday, Marco Polo. I guess it's Joaquin Ronan. He is a director from Norway, but he's done a lot of these really great. What I feel like,
he
really
directed
great graphic.
He directed Marco
movies.
Polo on Netflix.
Yeah, and just think about the
Genghis Khan series.
Yep,
that was pretty good. The first season was good,
and I love the visualizations from like Maleficent. That type of movie, I can really see him bringing a lot of that idea into Tron. But what really got me was the fact that you have Jared Leto is part of it, and he's actually supposed to be playing like one of the main characters.
So I got a question. So back in the day, was Tron originally a video game that they transitioned into movies with Jeff Bridges?
Tron was an actual arcade game that went to Atari.
It was light.
It originated in the arcade.
And that game was awesome.
If you ever saw the original Tron movie, of course it's showcased in there, but basically he gets pulled into the game, and it is the graphics were amazing back in the 80s for what they were doing. The digitizing of the person going into the game was ahead of its time. The motorbikes, oh my gosh, those light cycles were awesome.
You know what's funny, because you're talking about the old school video games that they're doing movie adaptations for. They're also, you remember the game Dragon's Lair?
Of course. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I do remember. I remember that.
That's one of those to be announced ones as well. They're gonna redo.
Really?
They're gonna be doing a movie for that as well. So if they're following this path of the old school games, then I'm on board.
So let me ask this question:
You think they would do a Contra?
Oh my God! Wait, hold on, though.
Interesting.
As far as like Contra is concerned, though, think about it. Think about what's going on right now. Contra was already kind of sort of done. And I'll tell you why. So the two main characters of Contra, Lance and Mad Dog, who are those two characters in real life? Arnold Schwarzenegger and dude who played Rambo.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
So when I saw the movie
The
Predator.
Expendables? Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
you think
Predator.
Expendables, but no, but think about it. Predator though. but what it was worth, I honestly
Very
thought
good.
that those characters were portrayed in there. Actually, it wasn't even Sylvester Stallone that was in Predator. It was the one native Indian gentleman or Marine that was in there. You know what I mean? So when you look at that cover, that front graphic art of Contra, you think, oh yeah, that's supposed to be Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. So I got hyped. But yes,
Yeah.
they did a Contra movie. Listen, that game evolved so much, so I don't know how it's gonna hit today.
What was the premise of Contra? What was it about?
I mean,
Alien invasion
really,
of the
essentially,
Earth, and
yeah, it's just alien
just trying to
invasion.
fight
I mean,
aliens.
yeah,
Okay.
spray and pray game, man, and
Yeah,
one
just
hit
shoot.
kill. That game was hard, man.
Walk up, line,
That game
out,
was-
everything.
And that kind of
Yeah,
gets me excited
that's what
because
you
you know
needed.
Jesse Ventura was part of that, and well, there's a Comic-Con coming to Lexington soon that he's going to be at, so I'm hoping to go meet him too.
Actually, because they actually developed upon the story, they developed on the story a little bit of Contra, right? Because yes, you're partly right where it was like an alien invasion and the aliens took over Earth, and it was up to the Marines to kind of go in and take care of the business. So now it got down to like this whole thing about like a mad scientist doing crazy experiments, and that got out of control. Sounds very familiar to like Raccoon
Mega
City
Man.
situations.
Or yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
Mega
no,
Man,
it
too.
wasn't Mega Man. It was all
Yeah.
because of these mutations, because they're trying to create the ultimate soldier that ultimately destroyed an urban decayed post-apocalyptic Earth.
Is that Universal Soldier? Is that what we're talking about?
No, Universal Soldier is different again. But you
No,
know what
no,
though?
he was
It-
just giving
it's
some
element-
lore.
The two things that I'm interested in right now, this Super Smash Bros. Universe that they're teasing.
That's what I was just about to bring
Oh my
up.
With
goodness!
Sonic,
he did it. He did it.
Mario, Pokemon, like you got to do a Super Smash Bros. Universe at this point. I'm tired of year in year out getting a fake trailer from fans on YouTube,
Right.
thinking that we're actually going to get something for Link. Give us a Link movie. Give us a Link movie.
But didn't
And
they?
then
Mhm.
Didn't Nintendo already hint?
Oh my
didn't
goodness.
Nintendo already hint
Man,
to the
please.
fact that they're heading in that direction when you saw the last Mario Brothers movie, that the upcoming Mario Brothers movie, and then they threw in Mario Kart in there. They're
so
like,
like I feel like they're teasing us. Like they never officially said anything, but I feel like it's just like, come on now,
It's gonna
give me
happen.
what I
It's
want.
gonna happen.
Give me
It's
what I
gonna
want.
happen.
There's gonna be a
Yeah.
Metroid movie.
Any one of those, the new Super Mario Brothers would be better than the original with the Goombas.
yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
So,
I mean, but
speaking of the new Super Mario's movie, what do you guys think of that coming up?
Oh God,
You
I'm
know,
hyped.
Here, so this is what I got to say about it. I'm still not really sure how I feel about Chris Pratt being the voice of Mario, but everything I've seen in the trailers, I've loved.
The
Me too.
trailers look pretty
Right.
great.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't know.
mean,
It's
we
hit or
all-
miss. It's hit or miss. It's hit or miss for me. It's really hit or miss for me because I'm not really looking forward to. I wasn't looking forward to it for the first half of the preview, but then once they got to the Mario Kart and getting the Fox suit, and I was like, okay, this could be good.
This could be
They-
next
they-
level.
actually.
they've got to be. They've got to be
Actually,
very
sir,
careful
he wore
with
the
it.
Tanuki suit. It was a Tanuki suit, sir.
Ding ding ding, circle gets the square.
So okay, I felt the same
Yeah,
way. I felt the same way about Sonic, right? Now, and this kind of leads into my question. When I first saw the Sonic trailer, and if everybody remembers, Sonic looked ridiculous, and all of the
Oh,
public
yes.
outcry, they had to redo
In the
them.
first one,
Cancel culture.
But the first Sonic movie actually wound up being decent. Now here's my question. Now you were saying Super Smash Brothers with Sonic, Mario, Pikachu. Was Sonic a part of that originally? Because
Yes.
did Sega and Nintendo
Absolutely.
do like a merger at some point?
So
Yes.
this is interesting. I'm glad that you brought this up. So Sega had released its rights, like almost like back in the day when when we were really young. Sega to Sega Genesis, Sonic was as Mario was to Nintendo, right?
Okay.
We know that as time went on, Sega released the I don't know if it's the rights. I don't want to get too ridiculous into it, but they allowed Nintendo to put Sonic on the game. The only reason why I know that is I remember having on my Nintendo GameCube Sonic Adventure 2.
I just wanted to throw this out there. So what that was, Matt, at that time was they were trying to be able to do cross-platform for the first time. That was a merger between the two of them, being able to go back and forth and make more sales for the games.
Understand, because Sega was hurting.
Right.
Sega was hurting.
Sega was at
Sony was
going
hurting
out of business.
Right, because Sony would never allow Xbox to have Kratos to make more sales.
I got you.
Like that's not.
It's like what they did with Spider-Man. It's like what they did with the movies. How Sony allowed Spider-Man to be in the MCU only for a certain amount of movie deals. Okay, when this occurred,
I digress with that.
So back when this occurred, Sega allowed Sonic to be a part of this universe. Now, obviously, we don't know the answer to this, but do you guys truly believe Sonic will be a part of the Super Smash Brothers universe?
Absolutely.
Will they bring everybody?
Realistically,
will Knuckles and Tails and everybody come along with him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, here's the thing. So, Sonic has been a part of the Super Smash Bros. Universe since Super Smash Brothers for the N64. So he's been in Melee, he's been in Brawl, he's been in the most recent one for the Switch, as well as Tails has come over and Dr. Robotnik. And I believe, who was the other one that came over?
Knuckles.
I think there was Knuckles came over. That's right. And then they've always had the Mario versus Sonic at the Olympics. Almost every 4 years, you got Mario versus Sonic.
That was a major crossover.
So the rights to the characters, like once Sega kind of lowered their business standards to where they're no longer making larger consoles, Sega characters on everything. It's on PlayStation, it's on Xbox, it's on Switch, it's on everything.
Right.
All right.
Now,
So
hold on. I have a well actually moment though. Hold on. I do have a well actually, and I apologize, Nas. Wasn't Sonic's first appearance in Brawl? That wasn't N64. That was Wii.
We were talking about a lot of the older style video games like Mario and Contra and what have you. But what about the newer ones? What about the newer ones that they're supposed to be a ghost of Tsushima?
Matt actually had a good segue to that. With the God of War. The God of War series that's supposed to be coming out, they are looking to make something with Ghost of Tsushima as well. The Uncharted movie, I don't know if any of y'all saw it on Netflix. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
I liked it too.
I really enjoyed it. And if they came back and did a couple more, I would say if they came back and
check it out.
Yeah, check it out on Netflix. I would say if they came back and did more, I think it would
Let me ask. Can I ask each of you guys what are one, maybe two video game adaptations that you would love to see? Whether it's movie, TV, doesn't matter. But what are like two that you would actually love to see?
Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. My kids love Five Nights at Freddy's, and I would be entertained to go to the movies to go see that, and not like, I got to sit through another one of these.
I would definitely be
up
for. Well, I'd love to see a Halo movie. The show was phenomenal. I love the show.
Red versus Blue.
I haven't. No, I like the original storyline. Red versus Blue is more of a comedy to me.
That's more of a comedy, just like Machinima comedy, just like This Spartan Life. They did Machinima the same exact way, where comedy and game space.
And then of course me being the old head, the Tron movie.
I would like for them to fix the Assassin's Creed movies.
Yes.
That's good.
Yo,
absolutely.
That is huge. That's huge, bro. And honestly, that doesn't need to be. Yes, that doesn't need to be a movie. That needs to be a show.
Well, when you think,
oh my
it needs to be because it's so big, man. So I feel like you'd have to enter another realm.
Yeah, if they did it in a show, it would have to be an anthology.
Yeah, right.
With as many versions as they go through, it would have to be an anthology.
It has to be. It's so deep, man. It's so
Can
deep.
I get my second is, we already know that there's going to be a Devil May Cry. We already know that there's going to be a God of War. What about a Bayonetta?
Yeah, so
I can see that.
We have another conversation coming up about games that are coming out. They are making a Bayonetta Origins game, so they got a trilogy. They could make some movies off of that. But I feel like if they made those movies, they'd also either they'd have to make that into an anime, or they'd have to make a Devil May Cry movie as well.
And my last one. All right, I'm sorry, I'm stealing the spotlight. What about what about the there was a game where the gods the sins had to come back to try to save the world. Which video game was that? Well,
Seven Deadly Sins.
No, not you had oh gosh. All right, go ahead. You guys talk.
Seven Deadly Sins. That's the only one.
I was about to say that's the Seven Deadly Sins.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in.
Yeah, go
like
just take time to chill. What's your two? What's your two?
Let me tag in. I would like to see a Metal Gear Solid.
I like Metal Gear Solid.
That would be fun.
Well, they're talking about it, so.
Yeah, who would play Snake? That's the thing.
Who would play Snake? Well, what age Snake? Like, are we talking?
That's true.
Young Snake or old Snake?
We got to.
I would say they'd have to do like a Metal Gear Solid 5. So I'd say old Snake.
So controversial, because I would have picked Liam Neeson.
That's what you read my mind. That's who I was thinking. All he has to do is grow out a beard and just let him just get the iPad. In.
If it's based off of Phantom Pain, the Phantom Pain, which I think is an amazing story overall because it actually rounds everything up. Mm-hmm. I think if we give him like a Hugh Jackman, I thought would be able to play Snake. Oops, I don't know.
I love it. But
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it, but I don't love it.
Yeah.
All right, Papa Chill, give me another one.
It's only because Liam Neeson, the role that he's played in this hand-to-hand combat master. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, I digress.
So I'll give you one with an honorable mention, if that's okay. I think this is the honorable mention first. I think somebody mentioned Ghost of Tsushima, which I know they're actually in development for that. So I'm looking forward to that.
I cannot wait.
Jinsai.
Oh my god!
I've got my mask ready, son.
And I would love for them to do that as a series. The imagery alone of just traveling through the lands of Japan. Yeah, that would be.
I don't know.
I can't take it.
No, it's not too soon. It's not soon enough.
I don't think it's too soon because it's been 3 years. Ghost of Tsushima came out at the end of 2020.
It should have won Game of the Year.
It's the rain.
I'm about to say, look at Last of Us.
Last of Us actually came out during the PlayStation 3 era, so that's been a good 10 plus years.
2010. Flashmaster, what's your two? Let me hear your two. What are two that you're excited to see video game adaptations to live action?
Like I said before, Assassin's Creed, I want them to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one, I would have to say The Legend of Zelda. I'm excited to see something come from that.
Very
good
picks.
That would be an awesome very good story.
And I have seen a few adaptations of it on YouTube and stuff, but I would love to see a full fan-made one. Yes, the fake fan-made ones are phenomenal, though.
It is inevitable.
I'm curious personally, I'm curious if we could pull that off. If that's a lot of these choices that we're picking, would they be better animated series rather than movies?
Well, yeah, I'm wondering if
Castlevania
live action,
like how they've done Castlevania.
Okay,
yeah.
So,
exactly
my goodness. So So let me just give my two.
Yeah, I was gonna say you go next.
I do believe in these games becoming movies. So my two are these, and I'm sure that Mr. Chill will agree with me on one of them for sure. It will be it has to be an anthology because the game is so big, and that's Final Fantasy VI. That's Japanese version, or
Yes.
That story.
This is your brother. This is not you. This is not you. This is your brother talking right now.
No, yo, my brother would be proud of me for saying this. So, yo,
Testament.
Big brother,
nobody played Final Fantasy VI. Who played Final Fantasy VI? You were like,
I played Final Fantasy VI. I was not 4.
That story, and anybody who's listening, please, if you've played this game,
you weren't
make
old
comments
enough to
right
play
now.
this game. You don't know Final Fantasy VI.
Hit the button. My second is Metroid.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
That's all That would be an excellent thriller.
All right, you know
Matt
what?
just came in with the mic drop.
I never played Metroid.
What?
Really?
I
How
had
you
a
not ever
Nintendo.
play Metroid?
I had Nintendo, and I never played
He was
Metroid.
scared of it. I was scared of it, but I ultimately beat it.
I never played it.
Mother Brain was
So
great.
maybe I'm showing my age. Is Metroid with Samus, or is that like the Galactica where like
Yes,
everybody's
that's
coming in?
Samus.
Samus.
Okay, so then Matt, hold on a second, Matt.
She's gonna be in Smash Brothers.
Who would you have play Samus?
Oh, yo.
Spoiler!
To me,
Spoiler for
yo,
people! Spoiler!
No. Yo, this is, you want to ask me who I would have play Samus? I would have either Charlize Theron or Uma Thurman.
Let me throw one else out there to you. What
one
about
too.
ScarJo?
No.
I got Alicia
She
Vikander.
could. She could. But you got to think. Okay, for the character, let me just kind of, I'm gonna narf this.
Alicia Vikander.
There you
Hold on
go.
a second.
You gotta go younger. You can't
That is
go.
a really, yeah, because
gotta
of
go
I get it.
The
I
girl
get it, but
from
I'm trying
Edge
to-
of
but-
Tomorrow.
We're talking about a character, right? We're talking about a female that will go to a land that no person would ever go to and take on creatures by herself. She is a
Emily
one-stop
Blunt.
record shop.
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
Yeah, but yo,
Tomorrow.
Mila
okay,
Jovovich.
let me ask you. So, Emily Blunt, could you see her dropping a bomb?
Yes.
I can see that.
Pause.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. Emily Blunt. How many of those aliens she fought off? Emily freaking Blunt.
What about Millie Bobby Brown?
Too young.
No. Stop it.
No. You don't see that?
No. I don't.
My two would be definitely Link. I've been waiting for that forever. I need to see a Zelda. I need to see a Zelda movie or an animated series.
There we go.
Just give me something Zelda. Like
Strong.
I need something Zelda, and then I'm heavily anticipating the God of War series. I'm really curious what they're going to do with that. I've heard Jason Momoa is in talks for the role, but he's not the only one that's only named as thrown in the ring. But I don't know. I would hope that he would do well. But I feel like they're just trying to
Like
throw him
Kratos.
in every single role possible.
Yo, I'm trying to. I mean, look, we're talking
I
about.
would
a dude
love
who
for it
got
to
his
be
face
Christopher
painted
Judge.
white. You know, so why can't Judge play?
I'm
Why
trying to
can't-
wrap my head around Momoa. Like, I'm tired of seeing him, actually. Like,
That's what I
get
mean.
it.
Like it seems like they're trying to get him for
right
every
now.
action role.
Yeah, I'm
Because
tired of seeing
he
him.
is the quintessential action. He was what Arnold Schwarzenegger was, or Sylvester Stallone was in the 90s.
Like, if you see C, like C,
him in The Rock.
he can do it.
How about say The Rock
Yes.
is the same way?
And the problem is with that, because they already broadcasted an older Kratos, right? Nas, right? They showed they're going to be doing the older Kratos. They're doing the Norse mythology series.
Yes.
They're not doing the Greek. So if you're doing the older, you have to really captivate this father mode. I'm not seeing Momoa do that. Being real, not dissing him at all. But I'm not seeing him play this character that I fell in love with as a somebody who I played the game. You have to have somebody
As the
inside
harsh
you.
father role? As the harsh father role?
What shows have
Good
you
question.
watched?
That's an excellent question. It's
The
rhetorical. I
harsh
can't
father,
answer
the
that.
harsh father role. That's Kratos.
Because
Harsh,
Momoa-
everything Kratos does is harsh.
Momoa is.
now, if you
I think
play
Momoa would be
Ragnarok-
great.
So, never mind. I'm not saying that.
Momoa would be great as Kratos in that, in more of a loving father role. But I don't know about the harsh father role. I don't know how he would play that.
Like
I don't
the
know if
2018
he'd be willing to
Kratos.
shave his head. Would he shave his head to play
They've got
Kratos?
pictures
Would
of
he
him
be
out there
that
doing
dedicated?
it.
He's done something with bald
I mean,
heads.
I don't think
He'll be
they
able to
actually
do
have
it.
pictures of him shaving his head. They just CGI'd it. But
Is it?
I would hope like he's dedicated enough to just
What if they got the guy who voiced him to do it?
Christopher
That's
Judge.
what
That's what I said, Judge, Mr. Christopher Judge is the dude. He needs.
Yes,
I'm
he is the
pitching
pick.
for him.
You
I'm pitching
okay?
for him.
You know who could play Kratos? J.K. Simmons, because he's bulked up a lot.
Oh.
J.K. Simmons with
that's a
J.
good
Jonah
idea.
Jameson and the Spider-Man.
Yes.
Now my two picks. I grew up and I'm a very I like shoot 'em up type of things. So one of my picks is Duke Nukem.
Hey,
Oh, classic.
I haven't heard
Classic.
that one in a while.
I would
Right.
love to see them do an
85.
adaptation of Duke Nukem. And the other one, which I believe they are making into an adaptation, and I hope it's true, Twisted Metal.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Yep. Twisted Metal would be.
I believe it. Is it HBO Max that's working on that?
The only thing I've seen close to that, wasn't there a movie called Death Race with like Jason Statham?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them.
That's the only thing I've seen close to Twisted Metal.
It wasn't Jason Statham in the third one though.
And
it was
see,
Gerard
that's why
Butler,
I'm
right?
so.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's why I'm glad that you mentioned this. I think that we have been moving into an era now where we have movies that have been out before that have brought the audience, people who haven't gamed before, that are now experiencing video game movies. 2018, Ready Player One came out, right? And that introduced a movie that was about gamers. You know what I mean? Somebody who actually had to go and deep dive into what it was to actually win a game, right? And that's what the whole thing was about, was finding those Easter eggs. Like, hey, if you find my Easter egg, you take the company. And everybody got into this game. What was so cool about that was it was the first time for anybody who had never played video games to experience what that was like. Death Race kind of gives a certain aspect to like Twisted Metal, right? Like you're seeing these references. And I think that movies like that have paved the way for what we're coming into now, this video game generation movies, you know?
Yo, people out there who's been tuned in, let us know what your favorite video game movie adaptations are that are coming out. If there's one missing, let us know what it is. If you love what you're hearing and you enjoy, just hit the subscribe below and tune in next time. Let me tag in, but also I want to do a jab and again. Sonic made an appearance in Smash Brothers Brawl. That was on the Nintendo Wii, not N64.
Hold on. Oh, wait, no.
Hold on.
Yo,
wait a minute.
Brian,
I got you right here. Hold on.
That's what I was going to say. Yo, Brian. Yo, Nas was
definitely.
right. Well, actually, hold on. It's right here. I looked how to unlock Sonic in Super Smash Brothers 64. Hold on. So it says right here, classic mode.
As a playable character.
Yeah, as a playable in Nintendo 64. He's right.
Oh, and what was the name of the game?
This is how you unlock Sonic in Nintendo 64.
With the polygon effect? So you see, that's one thing I did not unlock. That's one thing I did not unlock.
His belly is just straight hexagon, son. Like it.
That can't be real. Okay, so let me ask you this: has anybody? Oh my God! So has anybody actually played that?
There's no denying it, yo. He's got the hexagon belly, yo. It's not even.
Nah, that's not real.
Let it go. Let it go.
Just let it go.
For time, we gotta move forward.
Okay,
we gotta move forward. Right?
So okay then. We'll just go like this. That's not a real cartoon.
Angry, yo.
Officially, Sonic was released for the Nintendo Wii for Smash Brothers Brawl, right? Because that's
there's a Smash remix that it was in too.
Mr. Proper Chill. I understand where you're coming from. As far as an original OG character,
because none of y'all play with him.
Just let Nas have the fun. Yo, Nas is saying up the break.
Take them off.
Yo, just take the L.
He just did the movie.
No.
He might be a little bit
on that. I like.
He might be a little bit.
He has the deep voice. He already has the bald head. I think he's a great actor.
You know what?
Is he going to stab a god in the heart?
I will stab a god in the heart, though.